It's The Legend of Zelda, and it's...
I don't know how to feel about this one. I haven't played it. You know, I've heard mixed things. Twilight Princess and Majora's Mask were really good, so...
Hold on. Let me find this.
Oh dear.
There was a thing I sent earlier.
To the chat?
No, I didn't send it to the chat. I showed the guys at work. It's this somebody in the comments went through the whole thing because it's a water park, right? And like it's a shut down water park, and the dude's going down the slide at a really fast speed.
Oh no!
And he goes up, gets hang time, and his leg just fucking comes down on the side of the slide, and it just bends backward at an awkward angle, and he like keeps it up, and then it kind of pans out a little bit, and the fucking pool at the bottom is empty, and he just like he's got all this momentum going, and he's probably got a broken leg, and then he just and lands straight on his tailbone.
Jesus.
And so like somebody in the comments section was just like, yeah, these damn kids just keep throwing themselves off our water slide.
Goddamn millennials, first the Tide Pods, now they're going down the water slides.
Like the Dale and Tucker thing, and it's just like, these damn kids, you're on my water park. Hold on, let me fucking find it.
I don't want to see it, dude.
I do.
Well, y'all have a tolerance for watching brutality. I refuse.
Oh my god, it's
my sympathy
horrifying.
is too strong.
I can't watch him play.
Oh, here.
You have to.
No, he doesn't really
want
break
to.
it. He doesn't really break it.
He doesn't want
I
to.
promise, you have to watch it.
Mm.
He has to.
Whoa, tap that. Yeah, okay. Ugh. Woof.
I like how he just sits there.
He's like confused.
He doesn't really like it. Like if you look at it when he's coming down, it doesn't really look like he broke it. It comes off and then he hits right there, and he keeps his leg up. It doesn't look like it's too unnatural. He just
it looks maybe dislocated.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he broke it. But
it's painful.
That fucking landing where he hits his tailbone.
Yeah.
That one looks fucking damaging, dude. Goosh!
Yeah.
Oh,
with like
God.
the pavement.
The fucking pavement comes up. God damn.
Like he sends the dust on the pavement fucking going. Like that fucking.
No, it's raining, so it's not like it's probably water and dust. Oh, hold on, let me find it. We had a doozy of a day, officer. There we were, minding our own business, making some improvements to our new water park, when all of a sudden those kids start killing themselves off my property. Now, I don't know much about it, how much experience you have with this kind of thing, but me and Dale here, well, we ain't had any. God damn it. I'll provide the finger sandwiches.
Yeah.
God.
Why is there just a bee stinger out, like just sticking out of the ground?
You'll
Two
see.
of them.
You'll
Okay.
see.
Because like I'm just thinking that sand is actually just grains of honey, and Jerry Seinfeld's gonna be popping out any minute saying, "Hey, I had sex with a human." I'm talking about the movie, of course.
Do you like jazz?
You like jizz? Like jizz? You like jizz?
Oh shit. Ben just sent me something.
Good.
I'm glad you guys are buddies.
God damn it!
What?
What is that? What?
It's my fiat.
Huh.
You, the negative equity.
Like,
This is why.
it's me, Jerry Seinfeld, as a bee. What's up with that? I fucked a woman.
You know, I should probably rename him in my phone from the hammer to the broom.
But of course, in real life, she's much too old for me. I prefer him younger. Haha! I'm a funny guy who had sex with a 17-year-old.
Do you like jazz?
Do you like 17-year-olds?
You okay?
Oh, God. How did he survive his career?
I have no idea.
God damn.
I don't know how this guy survived.
Oh, why do you show me now?
A snuff film.
Oh,
Probably.
Totally. Fucking pushing a cop in full right here.
Ah, fuck the police. Coming straight from the underground. La Policia. Oh.
He just kicked his phone down
Yeah.
a cliff.
The audience can't read these. Can't read these
These memes.
interesting memes, gifs he's sending me. GIFs.
Jiffy Lube.
GIF. Welcome to Jeff Party.
If a lady gets off on GIFs, does that mean GIFs are Jiffy Lube? That probably didn't pick up very well on the mic, but I don't care. It was funny.
I regret this channel.
Why? I regret everything I've ever done on this channel. I'm deleting it.
Well, I mean, I regret it, but at the same time, I don't care enough to I'm too lazy.
I don't
to
have
get
enough
rid of it.
self-esteem to get rid of it.
Yeah, that's apt. It's all I have left in this world.
Well, we've got more than that.
Watching the best fucking Smash item in the world going, doing its thing. The thing that I hate.
Remember back in Twilight Princess when we had the... What was it? The fucking, like... The thing that did the wind in the...
Wasn't it like a fan or something?
Yeah!
It was. What? Twilight Princess?
Yeah.
It was the boomerang.
Oh,
yeah.
right. I hated that boomerang. I hated the fucking Sky Temple. I liked the boss for the Sky Temple. That was cool, but, like...
The creatures were very strange.
Yeah.
I had Zelda Twilight Princess. Keyword being had.
It's...
What's wrong with it?
It's not so much what's wrong with it, as it is what's wrong with this piece of shit!
Oh.
Oh, your Wii U.
My Wii U fucking brick ass fucking piece of garbage!
You know, if you hit it, it'll probably make it better, right?
It doesn't matter, I can use it as a football now. It literally plays nothing.
It's an expensive paperweight.
Fucking expensive ass paperweights. Fucking garbage. I supported the Wii U for so long! And this is how they repay me for... Hey, you did it!
Hate these things.
Really quick. Really good. Now face another one.
Yeah, these things are fucking everywhere. I hate these things.
I can see why. Ah, I'm so close. Look legit.
Go straight. Ah, damn it. He backed up.
No, haven't you seen Disney's Hercules? You gotta
Get on the
smash
Hydra's
a
back.
cliff over their face.
You gotta,
You gotta get on the Hydra's back.
Yeah, Hydra man. You gotta feel the heat.
He does say that.
Huh, that's it.
Get on the Hydra's back.
Oh, I'm sorry, Silas, by the way.
What?
I'm pretty sure that it's James Woods.
Oh, it is. Disney continues to hire bigots and fire, decent people who just made one bad tweet. James Gunn. Because, hey, guess what? Making a crude joke about pedophiles or whatever the fuck his tweet was about. I didn't really look into it. That's bad. Big racism.
I mean, I could understand if he made like the exact same Twitter rant as Spoonie did about what was her name, Obscurus Lupa. I get that, but like, for what James Gunn did, that's bullshit. And I love that the Guardians of the Galaxy, all the actors,
are saying, "Yo, fuck off."
Yeah, unfortunately,
fuck off to the studio.
Unfortunately, I kind of lost a lot of respect for Chris Pratt.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Like,
Wow.
he
don't
goes,
give a shit. He wants to get paid.
he goes to a church, an anti-LGBT
Yep.
church.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him?
Yeah.
Really?
And he's
Good old Andy from Parks and Rec.
Yep.
Big homophobe.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
really. He's a big old homophobe.
And that's why he's kind of lost a lot of popularity in recent years.
You know why, right? He got he got taken aside by this one of their recruiters or whatever their missionaries, and before he got big.
Yeah, it was recent.
And then before he got big.
Really?
Yeah, and he started going to their church right when he started to get big, when he got his a bunch
when
of
he
his
got the debut of Guardians.
when he got the debut. And so he credits them for why he got big. That's the whole reason why.
Man, we can't have nice things.
No. And it's made me lose a lot of respect for him. Like, if he can come out and say, like, I don't hold true to those values that they have, then I'll get a lot of respect back for him. And if he proves that he doesn't subscribe to that particular belief system, then I'll be like, he subscribes to their belief system, but not to that extreme view that they have.
Well,
then I'll get a little bit back.
Like, it depends. Is that the only identity this church has, or is it just your atypical Christian bullshit of saying no homos?
I think it's your atypical Christian no homos, but
okay.
I'd have to look a bit deeper into it. But
if that's the case, then I wouldn't hold it that much against him. Just because like I'm a Muslim and Muslims say no homos. Also.
Exactly.
But I'm all for the homos.
The problem that's coming out is he's.
Well, you're not homo. You're bimo.
Yeah.
The problem is that particular church that he attends.
It's in the spectrum.
The particular church that he attends is really militant about it being anti-LGBT.
Well, I mean, so are a lot of Muslims.
No, yeah, exactly. Which is why it's like, if he can come out and just say, like, I don't subscribe to that particular part of that this belief system, but I credit them for getting me to where I am today, then I can say, okay, that's fine.
Okay, that's cool.
That's cool. Like, that's
you do
fine.
you.
You do you, bro. I don't hold it against you for what you believe, as long as it isn't hateful and hurtful to other people.
As long as you don't go and join the Westboro.
Yeah, like, if it was the WBC, I would be like, I have lost all respect for you. You like,
well, no shit.
Like, I cannot support you. Like,
I'm surprised Chris Chan hasn't joined the Westboro.
I am too.
What a fucking dick.
That guy's fucking crazy.
Not
nearly as crazy as what was his name again? I'm sad that he. I'm sad.
Spoonie?
No, not Spoonie.
No, Spoonie's not.
Temple OS.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who made Temple OS?
No.
He's not a person anymore because he's kind of dead.
Well. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm about to get a story.
He believes.
Story time.
So he believed that he was a programmer sent from God, and he's
the true Pope.
Oh!
He is the true Pope.
Oh, this guy, yeah, the Kickstarter guy.
And the guy who believed that
Now this is a different one from the person who said the Sun told me not to make this game because it would reveal all of his secrets.
Yeah.
It's not the same person.
No, this is a different person. This guy...
Because that's the one
This guy believed that that the CIA was after him.
Okay.
And he killed a black one, and he actually used the N-word to refer to this man.
Woo!
And he goes in tantrums.
He
and
thinks...
shouts it constantly.
Well, I mean, like, that's...
He thinks that, he thought that people who who were trolls and were trolling him and stuff were CIA N-words.
I mean,
sent by Obama.
I mean, like, so this guy isn't supposed to be Sargon of Akkad?
No. Like, this guy
isn't Count Dankula?
No. He assaulted his dad because his dad was like, why do you think that? Like, why do you think that way? Like, I never taught you to think that, and I never raised you to think that way. They're no different from you or I. And he started assaulting his dad, and so he got kicked out of his parents' house. And he was like 40, by the way, when this happened. And
he clearly had a lot of mental things going on.
Yeah, like he clearly wasn't mentally all there.
Right.
And he got kicked out, and he was living on the streets for a while. And then there was, I'm trying to remember, he was doing like a video log one day, and this like where he's outside just like talking into his phone, and like this black guy passes him and just goes, he likes to sing. Like he just starts like doing the slurs. Shit. Like he just says it like
going slurs.
Like no, he just says it while the dude's passing, and the dude's like, "Excuse me?" He's like, "What the hell's wrong with you? I pass you every fucking day, and you don't say anything. And this, and I don't have any problem with you. I don't say anything rude to you." And that's the first thing you ever say to me? What the fuck is wrong with you?
And it goes like, oh, you see that? That guy came up to me and started the fight and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like, this guy is human garbage.
Yeah, like, and like, I
wish I could say it surprises me.
I'm sad because he eventually took his own life, which is unfortunate. And you should never do that. The only thing that I'm sad.
Agree to disagree there.
The only thing I'm sad about is in his passing is that he couldn't learn to be a better person. He couldn't learn to care more
if that's
for
an ample alternative, sure, yeah,
I
I subscribe to killing baby Hitler, personally.
I'm slightly in agreement with you, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like this is just...
It's a damn shame!
It's a case of somebody who was not mentally well, not receiving the care he needed, and not being open-minded, and not having the medication to have an open mind, and not having the choice.
Like, was he, like, actually diagnosed?
He was actually diagnosed, like, schizophrenic, like...
Okay.
And it's like, there's nothing there, and, like, there's nothing there that can really, like, help him, other than medication and support. And he started releasing Temple OS, which was... I'm fine with somebody turning to faith if they have schizophrenia, but like at the same time, like he started associating like people online with all of his mental baggage and everything, and he started going off the deep end and thinking that the people who like all the 4chaners and shit were like his supporters. And
he went full Wings of Redemption on him.
Yeah, it was really sad, and he was a good programmer. Like he really was. Like he from the ground up built his own like operating system that, granted, it couldn't work with the internet, but he built an operating system by himself with like all of this stuff, which back in the day, would have been really good. Unfortunately, he was really late to the game. Like, if he had been around, like, 10, 15 years prior...
Well, he was. He worked for a company.
Yeah.
That was his job.
That was his job.
With his parents.
And so it's like, like, he was good at what he did. The problem is that he didn't change with the times. He didn't adapt to the internet. Like he thought that the internet wasn't gonna be a good thing, and he refused to see it like that, even as he was using like Firefox and using the internet daily to connect with people and to show off his operating system. it's like, how do you not think that it's a good thing? It's clearly something that you're using daily. So like, why would you not incorporate that? And he's like, no, it's not
God's will.
It's not God's will. It's not what God wants in the operating system. And this is God's holy temple.
And I'm the Pope. Smarter than anybody.
I'm better than the Pope. Like,
because I am the true Pope.
I am the real Pope, ordained by God. And it's like, it's an ignorant, unfortunate tale. And I just feel like if he had been less bigoted and had more help for his mental illnesses, I think that he could have been a software or even hardware genius. And that's what I feel is what we've lost. And I cannot condone what he believes. I think that he's an awful, like, his views are awful, but it's the world set and the viewpoint of a man who's not mentally well, thinking and being fed all of this information, this misinformation, and
I really like this game.
Not having
it's neat.
It gets better.
The
later.
aesthetic is nice.
The temple, yeah.
Yeah, it gets better later.
But I feel like you know, he didn't adapt with the times, and he was kind of, unfortunately, there's nothing that I can say that you know, I can never go like, yeah, I think that his worldview, well fucked up, is the right one. I could never think that. I think that he's a product of somebody who is in his own mindset and his own view a pious individual, just being misled by the internet and thinking that he's a holier than thou thing. You know, like, it's weird. I don't.
I'm going to slightly disagree with you there as well. I disagree. Well, in principle, I disagree with you in the aspect of him failing to adapt. I argue that it is actually the contemporary conditions of capitalism that force an adapt or die idea mindset that ultimately leads to that ultimately leads to a lot of old-fashioned ideas and concepts, like, you know, like the use of primitive technology that can still have its niche to just be ultimately abandoned. And I feel like we don't have to abandon an old style of technology, old style of programming. It's just the mode in which we have adapted our society to function.
I can agree with that. The problem that's there with his particular program is there's no internet adaptability, and I could see it.
But why does it need internet adaptability exactly?
To connect to and connect to people and actually talk about.
But I thought this was like a game or something.
No, it's an
like
operating system, dude. He built an operating system.
I could see a niche. Like, once again, I argue that...
But the problem is it's running in 16-bit. It's like DOS. It's like DOS that you can't play any games. Well, he made his own games on it, but they were all like... They're all Christian-based, so I could see that. The problem is that most of it is like, it's late to the game, and it's all very disconjointed. And
sure,
you can see where he has this train of thought, and there's a game that's being made, and then it diverges radically, and he's like, he has a number generator that he uses to decipher and he turns the numbers into a prayer that he then uses to go in, and he puts the random number generators, same ones, to make music, but then he also takes it to make, like, pictures, and then he takes it.
He believes that the random numbers is God talking to him.
Yeah,
That is genuinely fascinating.
it's like it's like it's like a fever dream of a mentally unfit, like unhealthy mind. Like it's not a sane mind.
No, it's not. But I mean, once again, I argue that the OS system could, under the right circumstances, have its place.
I could agree with you, and I think that it's there. I just it feels like it's late to the party.
Once again, I argue that's the price we pay for a mode in which we just keep expanding on markets until there are no more markets to expand to.
Okay, yeah, I can agree with that. I just feel like he's an unfortunate casualty. Do you see what I mean? He's
no, I get that.
There's
I
no...
agree with you. It's like, once again, I wish we had universal health care so that people like that can get, psychological help.
I feel like if he had psychological help and he could understand and learn understanding of different cultures and different lifestyles, I feel like he could have been. I feel like he could still be around. And I'm of the type where even if somebody's mindset is terrible, I believe in second chances, and I believe that if you open yourself to other people's... And you really mean it, and you open yourself to other people's suffering and other people's mindsets, you can change and you can become a better person. I feel like all ignorance comes from unawareness. I feel like ignorance of race and social stature comes from just being unaware of why that person is the way they are, or why these things are the way they are. And I feel like the best counter to racism and hatred is just awareness and learning.
God damn it.
And figuring out why the world is the way it is. The best counter to ignorance is knowledge.
You fucking watch Daredevil.
Okay.
They go into it, and I'm not saying that they prove you wrong. I'm saying that they play with that idea.